Hey guys, Aubrey here. The long-awaited patch 1.5.5.0 and the Endurance Pack Part 1 has been released. A lot of people have been waiting for this, been reading all the comments on Facebook and just everybody losing their minds waiting for it to come out, and we sort of all had a feeling that it was going to come out about midnight on the new year, so they did that. They were working really hard, so well done Ryza for working so hard to get this out for everyone. Everyone's going to be using this on their holidays. One thing that surprised me a lot, I'm not going to go into the LMH cars and all the new content. There's quite a few videos on that already. One thing I wanted to talk about was the force feedback. There's been significant force feedback changes with a certain set of cars in AMS2, and one of the ones in particular I'm going to talk about today is the GTE cars. Now the force feedback in these cars are just so good now. It just really surprised me how much better it is. I'm using a CSL DD with the 8 Newton meters of torque, and the force feedback has completely changed how my wheel feels now. For example, before you'd be driving cars and you'd be driving down the road and there'll be a somewhat, especially on the straights, there'll be somewhat quietness of the wheelbase. Obviously you're just driving a straight line, but now you're feeling a lot more road detail, even on the CSL DD, so I can't imagine what it's going to feel like on much higher torque wheelbases out there, and I'm really looking forward to using it on the new Club Sport Plus when I eventually get it, when Fanatec feel like they want to send them out to people. But they're just incredible, even with an 8 Newton meters wheelbase. So you're feeling forces everywhere now. You're feeling much more detail in every force aspect. So obviously road detail, but you're feeling a lot more tyre connection to the road now. So basically, if you're losing the back end, you'll catch that even better now. It's really very finely tuned now. So my force feedback, guys, I've got my main gain in game at 67. Everything else is on 0. Menu spring strength, you put on whatever you want. And I'll put up on the screen now my Fanatec wheelbase settings, my CSL DD. Like I said before, I'm using 8 Newton meters, so keep that in mind. So it really feels like you feel the tyres constantly now while driving, which is amazing. And the Porsche GTE is my favourite car, and driving it now is just a gem in AMS2. I had a lot of fun. So I've been racing around, as you can see, in Le Mans circuit here. So that's what I want to do this video on, guys, was just to let you guys know how much better the GTE cars now. I mean, a lot of you may have already tried them, but in case you've been driving the LMH cars and the GT3 Gen 2 cars, it'll blow your mind. I'm yet to try all other cars, but I mean, the cars that were fixed or updated with a force feedback and the 1.5.5.0 patch, I've driven those, and they're really doing very well with tuning the force feedback with AMS2. It is really impressive now. In my opinion, obviously the physics still with rFactor 2 are pretty damn close to realism for me, but most of you guys know I enjoy all sims for different aspects, and I enjoy AMS2. I love the way the cars drive, whether people like the physics or not. I do drive AMS2 a lot. I really have a lot of fun with it, and you guys know I've done a lot of videos on AMS2 from the start. It's just been my go-to sim if I want to just have a really good fun time with AI. Now, while I'm on the subject of AI, I did want to have a bit of a whinge at the AI in this race. I will show you, they tend to dive bomb into corners now, so if you're having a good fight with a few drivers like I was in this race, if you overtake them, they'll stay right behind you, that's fine, and they'll slipstream you, but then they'll tend to dive bomb you into corner, which is just ridiculous. They'll do it, it's very unrealistic. And in one occasion in this race, I think it was the second last lap, one dive bombed me and then hit the brakes right in the corner, so I had to go wide and off the track a little bit annoying. So there is a lot more fine tuning that needs to be done with the AI. I think that for most other tracks the AI has been tuned very well, but I think on Le Mans they need to do a lot more tuning with the AI. to make it much more fun. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to tune that, but surely they can just tune, make sure the AI doesn't dive bomb like they do. It's okay for them to stay on your towel and do a realistic maneuver and try and take on the inside, but not the way they do. They just come flying in. It's like they've got another set of brakes, you know, special brakes, and they just come flying in and last second and hit the brakes and take you out sometimes. So that needs to be addressed, guys. But anyway, I'll leave you with a little bit more racing in this race. I did a 4-lap race, ended up being a bit of a Porsche race at the end with 3 or 4 cars there. It was good fun, apart from the dive bombing. But yeah, guys, it just blew my mind, the force feedback in these GTE cars. Jump in them, see what you think, check my settings out, and have a play. Anyway, guys, if you like my content, just hit that thumbs up. It really helps my channel, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. We'll see you soon.